nail. I am Tara, and I'm just cleaning up my shape. I just popped off the dip powder mani I was wearing. I had actually finished it with gel. I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to post it today. I had finished it with gel, and it was harder to pop off. I was able to, but not as easy to pop off as it is with dip liquids, in my opinion. So I'm just cleaning up the shape really quick here on my nails. Especially up at the cuticles where I have a little bit of staining from my prior mani. I'm wearing medium almond shaped jelly tips. Just want to make sure that's cleaned up. I'll usually go around the free edges, the outside of my nails too, just to make sure there's no acrylic dip powder hanging on the tips of my nails. It likes to stick there. All right, so now I'm just going to make sure they're all still shiny, and they are. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to put a layer of peel base down on my nails. Peel base is what lets me do manis whenever I want without having to file or soak off. I can just take a tool like this and wedge it in between my tip and the dip, and they pop off. It's amazing, really. Let me put this peel base on, and then I'll pull the live up on my tablet. See if anybody is here. Sorry, I wasn't here Wednesday. I was having technical issues with my phone. I really need to get a new one. It's going to be something that has to be done soon. We don't have any issues today. I uninstalled every app, reinstalled them, and I have all the same apps downloaded to my tablet, but I can't record on my tablet. Like, I don't have a device, like a holder to hold my tablet over my head to film. I got some pink down in there and I can't get it out. So you can see this peel base has a whitish tint to it, but it does dry clear. You can tell on my pinky nail and finger there. Okay, we're going to be doing a CN Designer Dips mani again today. Those are the only dips I have to promote right now, so you're going to be seeing a lot of that. Of course, I'll mix in some other companies, but in the meantime, like, I have to do manis by a certain date, so you're going to see those. Today we're going to use one of the newly released bundles. Today we're going to use the high tea bundle. That's what it's called. I'm just pulling the live up on the tablet. Good morning, ladies. Hi, Patty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen here. All right, so we're waiting on the peel base to dry. See how you can see through my tips, you can see a little bit of that red. That's from the last color I was wearing. It was like a coral colored mani, and that's actually in the gel that I use to attach my tips. So that's what you're seeing there is the end of the gel. Yeah. All right. So this peel base, another good thing about it is it dries super fast, under 5 minutes. I'm talking like 3 minutes. And this is also from CN Designer Dips. And the other thing that's different about it, like all the other peel bases I've used before, were similar to UNT brand peel base. So like clear on the thicker side, but this one is the opposite. It's thin, you know, it comes out white, but it works just as good. I wouldn't be continuing to use it if it didn't work. And I've been using it for months. Hi, Leah. Hey, Laura. Geez, I thought you ditched me because you haven't been here in so long. I was getting a little paranoid, girl. I'm like, she doesn't like me anymore. That's what I thought. Laura, did you get your rings yet for your birthday? Because when you sent pictures, they were like catalog photos. So I didn't know if like you had them yet in your possession. Hello, Laura. Hey, Mad Dog. Oh, okay, good. Are you wearing them, or are they special occasion rings, or are you going to wear them every day? All right. I'm wearing my rose cut moissanite ring right here. You guys should see this. It's like a prism, kind of. And as a little girl, like I was fascinated with prisms. When you turn it on its side, now the rose cut, the facets are on top. So the bottom of this stone, you probably can't tell, but it's flat, totally flat. And then all the cuts are on the top of the stone. But in this thing, in like sunlight and stuff, it's like a disco ball. But it reminds me of like prisms. It's my little pinky ring. I've had it for a while. It was one of the first rings I got. I'm fascinated with the rose cut. Okay, waiting on these to dry. Nick's anniversary gift is out for delivery. I was on point this year because our anniversary is like 2 weeks away. So good for me. And I got him a card already. So I was thinking about you out in the yard, Lara, and I figured you must wear gloves anyway when you're out there, but I figured you probably weren't wearing them when you were doing yard work. I don't do yard work, so my rings stay on. The only time they come off is when I shower, when I do dishes, but like my wedding rings, I never take them off. Well, I've been switching out my engagement ring, I've been swapping, wearing whatever I feel like, but the band stays on all the time. I should say it that way. It's too hard to take off and on all the time. It's too tight. All right, we're good to go. Let me show you these dips now. This is the high tea bundle. There are 4 dips. There's one called Cashmere Rose, Tea Time, spelled, thyme is spelled like the herb, Thyme, Cottage Charm, my favorite one in the collection, and High Tea. So we're only going to use 3 of them today. The one we're not going to use is called Cashmere Rose, and it is a beautiful, like rosewood color. Solid. No shimmer in this one. But we're going to put that one off to the side. We're not going to use that one. So this bundle is available now at CN Designer Dips on Etsy. You can buy all 4 dips or buy, the dips individually if you'd like. And the yearly sale is over. However, you can use code FriendsGet10 to save. So Tea Time is one of the dips we're going to use. And this is a green, fine glitter, almost like an olive green, but a really nice green. I love that color. So we're going to use that dip. Cottage Charm is like the one that's going to pull us all together. So this is mostly yellow and pink, but those yellow glitters, I believe, are like a pale green. So that's where the green in tea time is going to come from. Looking at these, oh yeah, these are some of these glitters, the pink ones, they have a pattern on them and they're holographic. You know how some glitters have like a pattern on them? Those ones do. I haven't swatched them. And then high tea is the other one we're going to use. And this is a really pretty fine glitter. It's got pink, coral, yellow, all the same colors pretty much that are in Cottage Charm, minus the green. So hopefully these three will pair. I think they'll pair well together. And I'm gonna put tea time on my middle finger. And then we'll do Cottage Charm, the one that has the chunkies in it with the holographic pink glitters. We'll put that on the index and ring finger. And then high tea, which is the mix of pink and yellow and stuff, we'll do on the thumb and pinky. Or, let me think, do I want to do that? Yeah, let's just do that. All right. So let's start with high tea. We'll do our pinky and our thumb first. I'm going to get out a cupcake liner. These are awesome for dipping your nails, you know, since it's really hard to fit in a 1/4 ounce jar like this. So you can make a little pile and then just lay flat into the powder or glitter or whatnot. Our dip liquids are also from CN Designer Dips. Oh, you have eczema. Hey, Jolene. Sorry I haven't texted you back. I felt bad. I was hoping you would show up today so you would know like I wasn't doing it on purpose. My phone's been giving me issues. Like every few days, I'm having to clean it up, move whatever pictures, new pictures I took to the SD card. I have to like delete stuff. I have to go through everything and clear the cache out of every app. Sometimes my apps will move from the SD card back to internal storage. I'll have to switch those again. It's crazy. And I have to do it every few days. It just keeps doing that. And then yesterday, I couldn't even get YouTube to work. It took forever for me just to send a text message to Patty. We're going to do our thumb this color too. This is a really pretty peachy color. All right, I have to go over my first layer of Peel Base twice with base coat. Otherwise, the base coat dries too fast and then the dip won't stick. So thumb and pinky are going to be with this color here. If any of you joined late, we're using the high tea bundle. This is the dip called high tea right here. Clean up our mess. All right. Gently brush it off. So there's one dip. We're going to do a second layer now. This is like a holographic glitter. Super pretty. How's everybody doing? You guys surviving July okay? It's been raining here the last few days. And actually, last night it was even cool enough to open the windows. It was like in the 60s. But today's up going to be in the 80s and then goes back up into the 90s next week. Hi, Tara. That's probably why then it keeps doing it then, Tara. Probably because of updates, huh? Yeah, the humidity. That's the worst part. Like, it's not even the heat, right? It's the humidity that makes the air so thick, like you can't even breathe. Like, I don't even want to leave my house, on those days. There we go. All right, I'm going to kind of roll my thumb into the glitter. Aaliyah, how have you been? You been rocking all your new clothes and goodies? When I was doing a mani, I don't know, the other day, it wasn't during a live, so it must have been a lot over the weekend or whatever. I had a hangnail over here and I pulled it. Oh, and all it did was make it worse. And it drew blood. It started bleeding. So there's still a mark right there. You can see the pink. Okay, 2 layers of high tea. We'll do the green next because that's also a fine glitter, and then we'll do the chunky glitter last. Reuse this cupcake liner. All right, so the next tip is Tea Time, Thyme. I love this color. Oh yeah, I love it. Pretty. Oh, I might want to do 2 fingers with this green. That's what I was hesitating for before I started. I was debating if I just wanted to do my middle finger green. Now I think I should do this green, and then we'll do this with the chunky glitter. Because then it won't be like just green here and then that same peach color here next to these 2 peach nails. It would be split up more if I do green, green. Does that make sense to you guys? I know what I'm saying. I'm going to do it. Go over it twice. Tap it off. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, we'll do the index finger next. Hey, Tara, I saw what you mean about Philly and all the garbage on the streets. Oh my goodness. I did see some garbage trucks, so I don't know if they're private companies that I saw driving, but that's bad. Okay. practice that off. Okay. I love this color. I love it, love it. Oh my God, Aaliyah. What's a Corey date? Oh my God. What's a Corey date? Court date. You mean court date. Court date, right? I figured it out on my own. Forget it. Sometimes I'm so stupid. Oh, hopefully Brandis makes it here today. Jolene, how are you feeling? All right, there we go. Lots of base on the nail. Okay. Just want to make sure they're not wet still before I brush them off. All right, it seems okay. All right. Cute, cute. All right, so now final glitter. I'll get a new cupcake liner out. Cottage Charm. Super pretty. Very delicate with the pale colors. I'm gonna lay flat, top off. We'll just do our cuticle cleanup. Got a plastic bag here. I'm going to press down. Just this will help to make sure any of the chunky glitters are sitting flat. They're probably already dry right now, so it's going to matter more on the second layer. Super pretty. All the pink glitters seem to be way down in the corner. I'm trying to get them up here. This is a really pretty glitter. Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to take the plastic bag, press down. Dominic's sleeping on the couch next to me. That's why I don't have the TV on. It's like stays up all night, sleeps all day. Stays up all night and all morning, I should say. All right, let's brush this off. All right, it's a little sloppy. I'm trying to decide. I think I might hand place a few pink glitters. Because I'm hoping to try and get some of that pattern on the pink glitters. I want it to be cool if you'd be able to see it in my mani, you know? So I just put some base on my stick and I'm just picking up pink glitters here. All right. Kind of a mess up here. That's my skin. Oh well. Okay. Let's put this away. And if you wanted to, you know, you could add more of those silvery or golden glitters that are in there. And then again, there's a mix of fine glitters too, which are probably similar to what's in here with less of the coral color. Super pretty. All right, so that dip was called Cottage Charm. The green is Tea Time. And then the one on my thumb and pinky is called High Tea. So right now we're going to go in and put a layer of clear dip over our nails. Hey, Kendra. Happy early birthday. Jolene, did you answer me about how you're feeling? For the shootout in Philly? Tara? No, I didn't see that. Oh, okay, Jolene, I see. You went down on the meds and you're feeling better? Good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good news. Did I tell you guys what I got for Nick for his anniversary gift? I got him a Cuban link silver bracelet. I got it in 8 millimeters. They had like 7, 8, and 10. but I don't know that he would do it like 10. So I went with 8. Now I just got to hope the length that I got is right. And the card I got him, it says, "Holy shit, we're still married. Happy anniversary." Okay. I'm going to come back and do the middle nail last. Do the thumb. All right, now we'll just do the chunky glitter now. I'm probably going to use the plastic bag again to press it down after we put the clear dip over it. Whoops, glitter on there. All right. It's a lot of extra clear on my finger. Yeesh. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Close this off. Close up our base. We're all done with that. I'm going to brush off all our nails now. It's pretty wonky. And this one. Let me check the chat. I missed so much. Oh, you saw it, Laura? I know that it's violent, yeah. I mean, there's tents just set up on the streets and like people, it's so sad. All right. Activator. Definitely going to be wanting to use that plastic bag again. I might even use it on these because they're textured. Yeah, let's do it. so much smoother. Whoops. Lucky I didn't get glitter on it. Those ones are pretty smooth. I'm not going to worry about the green ones. Those don't feel like the pink ones did. Put lots of activator on this now. Now this one's really wonky, so I'm going to push it down, but I'm going to keep lifting the bag so it doesn't stick, right? Don't forget to do that. I'm going to do the sidewalls. Now, it's not going to be perfect or anything, but it will shave down some of your filing time, so. I'm going to have to file that bump out. Okay, next. And this now, I'm going to press down too because it's got a textured surface with this glitter. Just this flat plastic bag, because it's like shiny and stuff, that's what it's going to leave, that smooth surface on your nail. Pretty crazy. Okay. So once you activate, in case you don't know, before you start filing or shaping or anything. So get up and go to the bathroom, get a drink, do something like that. Just don't wash your hands. I forgot I made a whole coffee. Let me have a sip. Oh, you did, Laura? How many people got shot? What happened? Tell me, what was the deal? Was it like a gang thing? Was it a bunch of kids? You know, what was it? Was it a shootout with police? I might do something with the goldish, silverish, yellowish glitters in Cottage Charm. Like maybe out a couple and just put maybe one at the top of each of these pink nails, or I don't know, something that's cuticle maybe. I'm not going to do a swoop. I did a swoop for CND not that long ago, but maybe something because it looks kind of plain. This nail is ready. I'm going to start at my cuticle and then follow down the side wall. Just kind of tracing the shape of the nail. This is a relatively new file. I broke it in the other day. Hmm? Uber? No Uber. I'm live.
I'm gonna guess.
I think Dominic's like half asleep talking to me. All right. Got a little bump over here. I want to smooth that out. Okay, that looks good. Ouch. I like to just file nice and straight down my sidewall. Sometimes, especially for me with gel, if I do a gel mani, it gets bulky at the sidewalls. Dip, I don't really have so much of an issue with it, but I mean, it still does add some bulk. Okay. Now this one will definitely be the most difficult nail to file. You want to have a nice rounded shape right at the cuticle that looks natural. But I mean, if you pretty much just follow the top of your nail or your tip or whatever it is, you'll get that. All right. What do you guys think about Brian Koberger taking a plea deal, huh? The Idaho 4, where those 4 college students were killed in their sleep. Another one, Patty? Oh, wow, Tara. How far away are you from Philly? I mean, obviously the tri-state area, but I have this wonky bump in my nail. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get it. I think I got it. Nope, still there. this one was kind of a paint file. I think I got it all pretty good though. All right. Well, kind of over filed up at the top here. You can see a little of that pink I had at the top of my nail from before. All right, now the thumb. Okay. All right, let's buff. You guys saying? Hey, Brandis, you made it. I was just saying, I hope she makes it. Be sick? Oh, wait, what happened? Your AC's broken? Oh my God. No. 106 degrees? Oh my God. Are you doing like cool baths for him or anything? Brandis, I'm using the high tea bundle from CN Designer Dips today. I used 3 of the 4 dips. And I'm just finishing buffing. No Janet today, huh? Janet. Clean up all these news. All right. Let me take a little break, see what you guys are saying. Oh, you didn't pick anything? I did what I usually do and ask for everything. I'm using my Ergo file in case anybody doesn't know what this is. It's made by Bonafide Beauty, and they make glass nail files. They make all different kinds of files, even for your feet and stuff. And then they make this one, which is my favorite, the Ergo file, which is meant for around your cuticles, and it works so good for dip, you guys. It gets rid of like any dip you might have in your cuticle line, or if your cuticle line is uneven, it will shape it so it's nice and round. I can't say enough good things about Bonafide Beauty. And I have a discount code for you guys. If you go to their website and you want to buy anything, you can use code BFB for Bonafide Beauty and then Tara10. And that will give you 10% off your order. I'm using alcohol here and a nail brush just to up. All right, am I gonna do the glitter thing? I think if I do, I'm gonna add them after I top coat, and then I'll add them with like some gem glue and then put gel over it, instead of just sticking them on now with base and putting dip top coat. I feel like gel would protect the glitters a little more, a little longer, you know. So let's go ahead. We're going to activate and top coat, and then I think I'm going to add a couple of these light yellowish, goldish glitters just up at the cuticle area of my two pink nails. All right, let's do it. Brandis, I haven't caught you a lot here. I don't know if you know, but I have been like growing my moissanite collection like crazy, girl. I just saw on my nail, on my finger over here, I got some dip. All right, there we go. All right, so we just put a layer of activator on the nails. Oh, this is too pointy. The rest of them are too round. It's because of all that filing I had to do. Probably going to lose some length. Patty, you're quiet. Besides the nail thing you said. Yeah, she's got lifting like her actual fingernail from the bed. So I told her she shouldn't put anything on it, you know. Okay. Yeah, you probably did. I'll let you know if I hear about when I hear for the next one, you know. I figured, I mean, you see everything on Facebook. Your anniversary post to Tom was the sweetest thing ever. I'm like, why did I never think to put a song and do a montage for Nick? You know, I might steal your idea for our anniversary this month. It's our 21st. But it was so sweet. You guys, Brandis, you're so beautiful too. I love your smile. You guys have such a positive outlook on life and really love each other. And that's what it's all about, you know, being a family, being there for each other through the the good and the awful, you know, when they seen you at your worst and still love you. Brenda, see mine? Mine's an eternity band, 4 millimeter. I didn't want 5 because I thought it'd be too big, but 3 millimeter to me, like this is 3 millimeter. I thought that was kind of small, so I wanted something that was like kind of chunky but not overly chunky. I got this on AliExpress from Anu Jewel, ANU Jewel. They're on Amazon too, and they sell the same exact stuff. They're called Anu Club on Amazon. They sell the same exact stuff, but for 3 times the price. So this ring that's over $100 on Amazon, I got it for $40 on AliExpress. Maybe 42, you know. And I've been wearing it for several months. No stones loose, nothing. And I never take it off. Never. Not to do dishes, not to shower, nothing. Yeah, I know the ones at the beginning, you guys were so young. And then seeing Karen as a baby and stuff, that was super cute too. Wrong hand. All right, here we go. Got top coat on myself in 2 places. Way to start off. Am I in frame? Yeah. So we're going to do 2 layers of top coat. You want to be pretty quick on this first layer because it does dry really fast. So I do 3 strokes. You really shouldn't do more than 3 on this first layer. Now I'm going to go right into layer number 2. Cap our edges. Cap, cap. And you want to try and get all the way to the free edge, right? All the way to the top of your nail. If you do get any top coat on your skin, just wipe it off before it dries. Capping your free edges is going to go a long way towards preventing chipping. Close up our top coat. All right, so we're going to wait for these to dry and then pop those glitters on there. I wonder. I also have these, like kind of iridescent stones. Kind of like that orange color. Probably won't look good on green, huh? What else do I got? I like using these ones to make flowers. Those are fun to do. Here's some more of those bubble gems. And there's no colors in here that match. Maybe those ones. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I'll throw it right on, even though the color, see that one, you guys? Even though the color is similar, you might still be able to see them. me see here. They're different sizes too. So like this is, if I can pick it up, the largest one. There's that one. Little baby one. Oh, that's another baby. All right, so it's like 4 different sizes. All right. Nails are dry. You guys saying anything? Mm. Yeah, mine never chip, but if you do somebody else's, theirs do. Is that what you're saying? All right, let's see what happens here. Come on. It's hard to pick them up with my left hand. Oh my god, I can't do it. All right, let's try this. Hold on. There we go. No, flip back. Oh, it's upside down. No, get back up there. Flip. Oh my god. All right, hold on. All right, 1, 2. They keep landing upside down, you guys. All right, flip. Okay. Like that. Is that cute? I think it is. All right, let me cure it. And we'll do like the same thing on the other one, but I got to get out some small gems for that. It's really hard to get the little ones. Oh, I got one. Come on. Come on. All right. All right, let's do the same thing. On this one. I'm just gonna put some dip base on my cuticle stick here. If it works. Picked up a little one. Picked up the other little one. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. All right. In the lamp. I wish I had something. Oh, these are green. I don't know what I do with those now, though. Not even really that noticeable. I mean, you can see them though. I guess I'm gonna leave it like this. Just leave it alone. I still feel like it needs more. A little bit of dip top coat on my skin up here. I'm just filing that away. All right. Maybe I should have put those gems on the green nails. I don't know. Emerald cut or baguette. I have it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Look. All right. I was actually thinking about starting like a second channel about moissanite, like showing like my pieces when I get them and like just talking about them. Because there are other channels. Like there was this one called Rings and Coffee, who used to always do it when she would get a new moissanite ring, but then she stopped putting out content. So, Brandis, these are my moissanite rings. I got to show you. Okay. So, this is fake. I got that on Temu, but I love it so much. And it looks real, but it doesn't test as real, but I love it. These are just bands. This is my diamond set, my third diamond set Nick got me, but you can see how it's just all small diamonds. This is the Marquise. It's a 3-carat Marquise with round brilliant cut side stones. So it's 3.8 carats total. This one here, look at this one, how pretty. It's designed after the ring, the engagement ring in Twilight, but it's curved to fit your finger. And it's really pretty. It's got all baguettes on it and everything. It's super sparkly. And then it also has round brilliant moissanites. This ring is very similar. It's from the same company. It's just this one is round. Also, this ring I'm wearing is from the same company that made these two rings. This is a blue moissanite one. This is a blue-green moissanite. This is a gray moissanite ring. Then we work into my ovals over here. These are my ovals, but none of these fit me. They're all size 5 or smaller, and my fingers right now are a size 6. This is my Trois et Moi that I wanted so bad. So it's got the emerald cut and the pear cut. This is they're 3 carats each stone, this ring. But I also have a smaller version right here. This is a 2 carat emerald and a 1.25 carat pear. But it wasn't big enough. This is a 2 carat old European cut. Look at the sides of it, how the prongs are and everything. It's super cool. It's very vintage vibe. This is just a 3-stone moissanite ring, 2 carat center stone. Here's my emerald cut. This is a 4 carat emerald cut with trapezoid side stones. I don't know what the size of the side stones are, but the center stone is 4 carat. Look at this one. This is one of my favorites. This is a cyan moissanite ring. It's the exact same as this ring, just with a cyan moissanite. And then, believe it or not, this ring and all of these rings came from Temu. And they're all real moissanite. So that one's real. This one here, I really like this one. I got them for like $18. This is a 3 carat brilliant cut. It's actually a really beautiful stone. 2-tone. It's got the bezel setting. This is a 3 carat heart. It looks way smaller to me. I guess it's just the shape of the heart. Not a big fan of it when I put it on. The cut itself, even though it's like a brilliant cut, it doesn't sparkle like that. This one here is a heart-shaped one. Only the heart in the center is moissanite. Everything around the edges are baguettes, but it shines so beautifully. I love this ring. And then I call it my sun ring, but only the center stone. It's a 1 carat moissanite, and then these are all cubic zirconia around it. And then what I'm wearing, this is my rose cut ring. I showed it off earlier. The rose cut, it's an antique cut. This is when, rings were cut by hand. And it was made, back in the day to enhance the sparkle by candlelight and stuff, because there was before electricity, So it's really beautiful how everything's cut on top. This actually has snakes on the side because it was made from a Chinese vendor and it's the year of the snake. But then it's got moissanites all going around it too. This one here I bought for myself for my birthday. It's a 4 carat moissanite with moissanites. I'm not going to be able to get it off my finger, but all around it are all little moissanites. This is a Spinelli ring, moissanites, from the same company that made this ring and the Twilight ring. And then this one here is my Zendaya dupe ring. It's a dupe of her engagement ring. It's a 5 carat cushion cut, but it's so sparkly. I think it's like my current favorite ring. The link on AliExpress. Yeah, for what? The emerald cut? That ring, that emerald cut ring. Okay, now all my rings, like all of these, I bought in silver. So the price, but I buy my jewelry, most of it is from Kualolit on AliExpress. He's a legitimate jeweler in China with a store in China. But mostly now sells on AliExpress, and he's like the #1 jewelry seller on there because his prices are so incredible and his moissanites are the best. You know what I mean? But if you want to buy, like if you wanted this ring in silver right now, what I paid $75. But if you want it in 10 karat gold, it's $500. You know what I mean? So the price of gold plays a huge price. He also sells lab diamonds. He's got a 1.5 carat lab diamond on there for $500. And just my necklaces go and earrings go down. But this is yeah, my pride and joy, you guys. This is one of my favorite rings, though, the rose cut. I want another one, another rose cut ring, but all the ones he has are like 2 carats. She doesn't have anything like this is a 4 carat, but everything's like too small for me. I like chunky rings, you know, statement pieces and stuff. But he sells all different kinds of lab grown gemstones from emeralds to rubies to sapphires to paradisha or paradapsha, um, not tanzanite, alexandrite. I love jewelry too. Okay. The links to I'll send you the link to the eternity ring, and then I'll send you the link to the oh, I started to tell you about the emerald ring. Hold on, let me grab it real quick. So I'll tell you this ring right here I didn't get from Kualolit. I got it from a different vendor off of AliExpress, but I know that they only sell real moissanite. But I paid $36 for this ring, which is crazy. But this ring right here, this 4 carat 3 stone, you know, with the trapezoid side stones, right now it's priced at like $104 for silver. But still, that's crazy because the same ring on Amazon would cost you over $1,000. You know what I mean? He's actually on Amazon too, but the prices are way marked up. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you go to AliExpress? You know what I mean? And he's got tons and tons of jewelry. Probably at least 1,000 pieces. Cool, Lola. His name is Sam, and if you want, he does customs. Like he has a WhatsApp number. He's got a Reddit page too, his own Reddit page, so you can see a lot of stuff there. I found out so much about moissanite from Reddit. So I'm just like obsessed with it now. I have just a fascination with it. To me, it's the most beautiful stone in the world. All right, let's put some cuticle oil on. Yeah, stacking rings. I've been trying to do that too, but I don't have enough like single rings to do it. Like all my rings are like chunky, so I need to get like some thin stacking rings. I have a couple in my cart, but who knows when I'll get them. Ooh, I picked a Grimes Ridge oil. It's honeydew melon and it smells amazing. I think I got these oils like a year and a half ago, you guys. I really like how this Manny from Monday came out. I'm glad I put the gold striping tape on it. So I really love it. I want to do a similar Manny because there's another glitter just like this, but it's like greens and aquas. And so I want to use that. And then there's some greens and teals shimmers, you know, so kind of doing, you know, the same type of Manny. I won't do it exactly the same, but using those parts of the collection. These tips are all part of the Midori Sour collection, right? The Midori Sour bundle, excuse me. And then the greens that I was just talking about also go with those. So, yeah, I definitely want to use the green ones. But here is today's Manny. Definitely kind of subtle. I threw in the green here to, I don't know, break it up a little bit, I guess you would say. I was wrong that there is green in this glitter. There is not. But there are little green pieces of fine glitters in the namesake dip high tea. So this is the high tea bundle available now at CNDD. Use code FRIENDSGET10 to save. You did, Aaliyah? Oh, I want to see a picture. Hey, can I send the link to our group text? Our text, because I'm having problems with my phone, so I don't even know if I can get on. If I can get on Instagram, I'll send it, but otherwise I'll just send it to our group chat on our phones, you know, because we're all on there, right? Yeah, Brandis, I hope your AC gets fixed today. Thank you, Jolene. I can't believe it's already Friday. This week flew by. Yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. Jolene, I'll text you in a little while, okay? Are you going to be up? Thank you, Lara. Okay, Jolene. Okay, all right, just making sure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Apologies again about Wednesday. I would have been here. I planned to be here. My phone screwed me. So, I mean, my phone's like 2 years old, so I definitely need a new one. But, I mean, it wasn't screwed up before Wednesday, so it wasn't like such a pressing issue. I mean, I've had small issues, but I've been able to deal with them, you know. Anyway. Oh, and then these are some of my moissanite bracelets. This is a half tennis bracelet. It's called a paperclip tennis bracelet. It's just gold plated, but I've been wearing them. I haven't even taken them off when I shower, and they're totally fine. They're not even fading or anything, which is kind of weird. And then this one is a tennis bracelet. I love this one right here. I showed Jolene. This one with the clovers. And on this hand, I have the same one, the paperclip bracelet with the half tennis chain, and then a full tennis one here. But these ones are silver. And this is my Cartier love bracelet. I have an extra one if anybody wants it. Rose gold. All right, why don't you text me when you get back then, Jolene? All right, you guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. My bestie Patty standing by me even though my phone's all whacked. Laura, I'm so glad you were here today too. I was starting to get a complex, so I'm glad everything's cool. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you Monday.